motherfuckers, come on. Come on, motherfuckers, come on. Yeah. Come on, motherfuckers, come on. Come on, motherfuckers, come on. Release the brainstorm to make your motherfucking brain warm. A strange form.
And I've decided to keep this pod trainer rolling. So my guest today, please introduce yourself. I like them to introduce. I'm gonna involve you right away. So.
I am the one and only, the notorious Justin Chan, the Asian man.
Justin Chan, the Asian man.
Somehow I got myself banned from every comedy place in Vancouver in 3.5 weeks.
Yeah. How? What? So. Okay. Yeah. So.
Oh my
as
God.
everybody knows, the kind of atmosphere right now is sort of pretty touchy. A lot of people are pretty comedy is in a weird place right now. Unless everybody is wrong. So either everybody is wrong or comedy's in a weird place right now, because that's the two things I keep hearing. I keep hearing people going, "Oh, you're just old," and comedy. I mean, no, man, there's still great comedy out there. But when you start out, you especially when you're building an act, I feel like it starts off real dirty and gets cleaner. I feel like you go for those. I don't know. So Justin, let's start with Justin. Justin, why are you here? What's going on? Fill me in.
Well, it's a long story, pretty funny story, and the story has not ended as of yet. It's still going on, went on yesterday. So, I'm Justin Chan, and in Hong Kong, I'm a bit of a character. I used to be a personal trainer. I was a Hong Kong hot wing eating champion. Did a lot of posing in the public kind of stuff. Very creative, but I never really found my outlet until I started poetry. I had a speech impediment, and that taught me how to speak and enunciate my words. But then they didn't accept me very much. They're filled with a bunch of very, very leftist people.
The poetry community was
Oh, yeah.
Let's start from there. Where did you start performing poetry? Where was this? Where did this begin?
So in Hong Kong, we have a bunch of these poetry open mics and writer circles.
Yeah.
And everyone's got terrible poetry. Anyone who's a poet is a bad person.
Really? They're just
no, because you're infatuated with yourself and your misery. That's what you want to basically project to the world. Nobody wants to fuck me. Mommy never loved me. It's the same stuff. It's like teenage angst, and then you get the real poets, and there are real poets in this world, but their community is, no matter how well you bomb, you have to applaud. That's their circle, but afterwards you hear people's real opinions. So I'm excited to be in part of the group, and we're having dinner at 2 a.m. because it's Hong Kong. It's awesome.
Unlike Vancouver, which after 10:30, you'll be lucky to get McDonald's.
In China,
Yeah.
you can get beer at 7-Eleven. In China, you can get beer all the time. In China, you can drink outdoors.
They don't
They
care.
don't give a fuck.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, 1.6 billion people, you got to be like, fuck it. But if you smoke weed, you'll be dead. Right? Is weed the, okay, here's something that always interests me. So you can drink all the time. Is everything else illegal? Is it so alcohol is the only...
Alcohol's very big, but wherever there are white people, there are drugs. That's Hong Kong. If you're white, you have privilege. Not the lesbian feminist privilege, but actual privilege. It means you don't live with your mother, they imported you, you probably speak English, and your job is of an English teacher or greatly higher. It means something to be white. And if you're white in Asia, you crush and kill. And therefore, I developed this really super strong personality. This Asian character, because when you're younger, you're 120 pounds, you're hiding in the corner of the room kind of thing, and you learn how to speak and you learn how to act that not only gets you attention, but shows you what character you have. So that's the repressive environment that built me.
So timeline wise, so you were you born and raised in Hong Kong, or where's your family from?
I was born in Toronto. My parents immigrated when they were extremely, extremely young. My mother was first generation, got here when she was 6 months old. My father came here when he was 6, and they worked themselves to death. My mother was a TV journalist for the CBC. My father was an accountant. And thank you very much.
No problem.
And and we had a middle class lifestyle in Toronto, and my dad decided to shoot it big in Hong Kong, so we all went back to Hong Kong when I was about 3 or 4. And Hong Kong is backwards, you know, like the movies. Gravity doesn't work the same way. People speak a different language.
Yeah, right. Hong Kong, a lot of people talk about as like one of the most capitalist place on the earth. They're just, you can get a business license with like a wink and a nod, and so there's tons of. I saw something with John Stossel. If anybody knows that, of 2020, he went there and started a business. So lots of entrepreneurial people in Hong Kong. So how long were you in Hong Kong for?
I was in Hong Kong until I was about 17.
Okay.
At 17, I came back to Canada like a bat out of hell. Didn't do very well. Went to Catholic University. That was a nightmare. Went to Langara for a year, then spent the rest of my academic pursuits in St. Mary's University, Halifax, Nova Scotia. And went back to Hong Kong when I was 24 without a degree. Learned that I knew how to do the personal training very quickly. Taught myself and started a business there. I was a personal trainer, did my own shtick, loved it. But then growing up wise, I was 28 and I realized I couldn't drink and whore myself until I was 30. That I had to grow the fuck up.
Yeah, after a while.
I did the poetry and all that. I had a taste of what expression was. I think I nearly found my voice. So I decided, well, I had my own YouTube channel, my own podcast, but it was difficult because when you have a creative surge, to stay consistent with that is difficult. So I leave Hong Kong, I come to Canada a year ago, so about a year ago, and instead of doing what I wanted was comedy, I actually just did construction at Langley, butt fuck nowhere for 10 months.
Oh, that sounds rough.
I just got back into town, and people are like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
Like, I'm Justin Chan, the Asian man. I wear my Asian privilege on my cuff.
Yeah, I mean, Asian people are doing pretty good. We can't deny that. They're a force to be reckoned with here in Vancouver. Definitely. You don't see a lot of Asian comics. I mean, I guess you're kind of a mix because you kind of went back and forth for a while there. It seems like that might have given you a different perspective than most. Is there much stand-up comedy in Hong Kong? Like you talked about the poetry. Is that kind of their stand-up? I guess.
Yeah, the poetry's okay. Stand-up's fucking sucks. It's so fucking terrible. So the white people come there. They come with the creative difference. But their problem is that if they say the wrong fucking thing, they lose their visa. Whoosh,
oh yeah.
Shipped out of there. So extremely PC. The only MC, like one of 3, hated me. He was a fat Canadian. I was a jacked Chinese Canadian. He was white. I was Chinese. You know, I'm buff.
So you're a mix. You're a mix of both. Is that?
No, I'm 100% Mongolian. I'm Chinese.
Mongolian. Yeah.
This MC was a cuck. I wasn't. We just butt heads. He's like, Justin. There's like rules of comedy. He's like, can I buy you a beer? I don't drink. It doesn't work.
No, geez.
So I got myself through now that scene pretty quickly and immediately came here. And
you travel. I mean, I know a lot of people, but traveling across the world, kind of, to come to another scene. I mean, most people would feel, super, happy about that, welcoming. But I guess that's not the. So how long have you been doing stand-up in Vancouver? Let's go with that. How long have you been here for?
I caused all my shit in a month.
In a month, okay.
1 month.
Okay.
Mid-December till now.
Okay.
And I've been basically obsessed with it. Recording yourself in the bathroom, recording yourself everywhere, doing sets with anybody.
Yeah.
Old people, young people. I did a set with a bunch of Asian people outside of a club. I had them for 25 minutes. It was great.
Hey, there we go.
It's an obsession that hits you.
Yeah.
And you're like, fuck, I gotta practice. I gotta work the timing. So right now we're doing a podcast, which unlike on stage, you're like a deer staring at fucking traffic light at a semi.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're doing something like radio, you want to basically try to sing your words out, and that's what you want to try to carry on a stage. So always practicing. Always criticizing yourself, always poking holes. I love it. And when some guy's better than you, like, fuck him, I'll do better than him. and it's just that competition just drives me.
Okay.
Yeah, like rejection's also a bit of competition for me. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck all these people, kick their asses.
Yeah, that's a problem too. I feel like being a stand-up comedian, you're always happy for the guy, but you know you could do it better. That's the problem. You know what I mean? Whenever you see someone succeed, I mean maybe that's just me and I'm a shitty person, which has been noted many times. But you know, when you see someone doing like much better than you're like, oh man, like you look at yourself and just like, oh fuck, man, really, I'm worse than that. But remember, not all things are based off, you know, some things are just based off luck or ass kissing or dick sucking. There you go. It came out. You know, whatever. It's like entertainment is nepotism. So, you know, if you make friends, that's what I say. I'm not the best at doing that, but I think it'd be else.
You make friends to me. We're freaking fucking two peas in a pod.
That's true.
Well, because
maybe I don't make the right friends. No, I'm just kidding. I have great friends.
We got a common enemy, and that's the outrage. Actually.
Yeah.
Not anything else, just the outrage.
Yeah.
I don't lean left, I don't lean right. I'm a critical thinker.
Yeah.
And what happened to me, my story, basically I was shot down, and my character was assassinated before I was even allowed to say anything.
Okay.
So that's also very interesting.
So let's begin this story because I think we're all ready for it.
I'm not even recording my dad.
Now we're recording. You'll be able to see the video because now the story starts.
Well, the story starts now.
All right. So let's go. Let's start this. Let's go down these chain of events. Let me say before we get on this train, I want to hear it. I don't know how much, I don't know the other side of this story, so I'm hearing this side. So I mean, we'll see how it ends up, but yeah. So we'll just start it off at the beginning, and see how easy or difficult it is to get entirely banned from being able to artistically express yourself here in Vancouver. And let me say this. I mean, I have kind of been off the scene for the last little while. I've been performing, but I haven't been kind of part of the kind of the staples here in Vancouver. But before that, we had people that were insane. I mean, I don't have to name names, but there was definitely a bunch of really interesting situations that happen. As the scene goes along. Types of shows that were being produced. Oh God, I forget. One person put up like this super racist sounding like show, and a bunch of comedians went down to confront him, and it turned out to be nothing. But like I mean,
Oh Jesus!
I feel like in this kind of area we're giving a lot of power to people that maybe don't deserve that power, but by causing so much fuss about it, you've done kind of the opposite. To my mind, Louis C.K. sort of comes to mind. Like, if you keep freaking out every time he releases something, he's gonna be able to keep releasing stuff, guys. He's gonna win. Yeah,
but he's not really done anything too terrible. I've done horrible, terrible things in my life.
We've all done horrible, terrible things.
No, not a circle jerk kind of thing, but I've done.
Oh man, I don't want to diverge too much on this, but looks like we're going to. I don't understand. What did he do now? He jerked off in front of some women.
He's a compulsive masturbator.
Yeah.
And his thing is jerking off in front of ladies.
Yeah.
Sometimes he asks for permission. Sometimes just whips it out, just jerks off nervously. It's
fucked.
compulsion. It's compulsion, right?
Yeah.
He's so I don't know. Just takes it out, and.
Which is fucking retarded. I'm gonna say that right now. Like, if I'm not gonna defend him in any way.
Well, Silverman's defending him.
Huh?
Silverman.
Really?
And she's like, well, he asked for consent, and I agreed, and I watched Louis just jerk off in front of me. It was beautiful, And that's very interesting. It's also physical expression. Was he trying to abuse power? This and that. I don't fucking know. I don't know the guy.
Yeah. I mean, how can you, if you become so popular, how is there any way for you not to abuse your power? Or to not, like, I mean, honestly, if I was the king of the world and I wanted to, meet somebody, and, let's say my wife was killed by, I don't know, a dragon or something, and I'm trying to, like, I don't know if there's any way that you can, I mean, you can abuse it, I mean, I don't know, you can do it, but I don't know, when you're that popular, how you can't do it. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Whatever it means.
My best answer for that is that you gotta look within history. And you gotta look into Marcus Aurelius. Marcus Aurelius was the emperor of Rome. And he had a lot of assholes just come up to him with all problems. Everyone was fucking things up. His wife kind of left him, slept with a general. The country was getting divided. The Germans were coming through. But he was practicing something called Stoicism. So he's actually one of the leaders of Stoic philosophy, which is like being a badass, like Clint Eastwood. Not really saying your mind, trying to forgive people, and understanding people's stupid fucking nature is their fucking nature. All you can control is what you say and what you do. And the practice of knowing that your words construct your actions, that's a hard discipline. So he had a diary he wrote. And when he died, that diary became one of the most pivotal philosophical volumes regarding Stoicism, which is trying to align yourself to nature. When you are hopeless, when you're in prison, how do you control your thoughts and your words so that you're free inside? You know, like Nelson Mandela, fucking stoic. Clint Eastwood, stoic.
Well, Clint Eastwood, the character from the movie.
Yeah.
Clint Eastwood, the guy, is talking to chairs saying they're Obama. Like, I don't know, but yeah, no, I understand.
Trying to illustrate that to sum it down easier. So the idea of Stoicism is to align yourself to the correct nature, and really not living in the past or the future, but really aligning yourself with the now. It's like a Zen Greek philosophy, if that makes any more sense.
I get you. Okay, Justin. Okay, let's pull the ripcord.
If you had all the power in the world and he didn't abuse his power, he was one of the only leaders in history that lived a very frugal existence.
A pious life.
A pious life. And pious for someone who was not Christian, okay? You know, slavery and all that. Did the very best he could morally. Ruled the empire.
And there you go. If you want to know about that shit. So when did you first? Okay, when did you start in this scene here in Vancouver?
In this scene, I started about I think around the 15ish, and I'm a roofer by trade, so nothing's being roofed right now. So work once a week, once a month. So I spent all the time doing the comedy. My roommate, extremely supportive, and I would consider him as the catalyst. He opened Pandora's box. He's like, Justin, you're fucking funny. He's the doorman at the comedy mix. And he's like, you're fucking funny, and you have something to say. And everything I'm saying to you right now just came out like vomit. The frustrations with free speech and being repressed your entire life and feeling that you can't find anyone else who can understand you, and trying to express that and deliver that in the correct way. And I was hooked. I did my first set at Sharky's, did well. The next day I was at Goldie's. So I'm at Goldie's. And
so you did a set at sorry. I did a set at
I did one set in Sharky's. It's on my YouTube, Trugonzo, Trugonzo, if anyone wants to check that out. First time on stage in a year. Wasn't bad at all. And I did Sharky's, dressed in red pants, I believe, and my red Tyler Durden glasses. That's my character.
Yeah. So you're doing okay, to be clear, so you're doing a character on stage? Is that what I'm to? Is it you? Is it Justin, or is it the Asian man character?
It's Party Justin.
Okay.
Party Justin is the life of the party, the guy who high fives everybody, the guy that everybody wants to like. This guy is fucking crazy awesome. And that's what I learned in Hong Kong. I brought over here.
Okay.
So that's the personality, being the Asian man on stage or watching the audience. I'm laughing fucking furiously, slamming my head against the table, crying, laughing. I'm able to get my catharsis that way.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, yeah.
So the thing about fucking open micers is that they come and they pull out and they leave. They don't want a cream pie and stick around, right?
Well, a lot of them have, I mean, to be honest, a lot of them aren't making any money off of it, so if they need to work the next day. And considering we live next to Hong Kong, that is the most expensive city in the world. Mm. But no, I understand. I mean, I don't fault open micers for not staying till the end. Do you?
Eat shit. Do your 4 hours of sleep. Go do your work. Go home, sleep 3-4 hours. Do it again. Don't be a bitch.
Yeah, okay, but I don't know.
That's how I see it.
Yeah.
If you're serious about your art. So the room composition diminished at night. all the open micers left. All the female comedians stay because girls stick out for other girls.
Yeah.
Okay? And I'm just about to do my stuff. I decide to not do my stuff and go spoken word. Like poetry.
Yeah.
Like what we're doing now.
Okay.
And I'm describing a story back in high school. How I was treated like a special kid. Shh, shh, Justin's in the room kind of thing, right? And that bothered me my entire life. And I realized I wasn't that fucking special when my history teacher in the 7th grade was trying to show us what critical thinking was, and he was being Richard the Lionheart. He was on top of a table. He had an umbrella swinging around his head like a fucking sword. The ceiling fan was about 3 inches from decapitating him. Everybody was squealing in terror. I was in, and I knew I had questions. I didn't know how to speak, but I had questions. And very quickly, some of my teachers realized I wasn't a total fucking moron. But I'm okay with the word retarded because it is a scientific word. It means to be stunted, delayed, whether physically, emotionally, mentally. I was delayed until, say, right now, and I'll probably be delayed until I have kids, and delayed until I have grandkids too. You know, everyone develops at different rates, and
Okay, so you
That
started using the term retarded.
yeah,
Retard, and a lot of people at Goldie's, I guess,
Oh yeah.
took offense to this. And how long ago was this? When did this happen?
Well, this was probably mid-December.
Mid-December. Okay,
This
so
is
just
this is
few
how
weeks
the
ago.
avalanche began.
Okay.
So, Justin Chan, the Asian man's been lynched a few times in his life. And the Asian man doesn't stand for that. So I flip them off,
Okay.
just 2 fingers,
Yeah.
say legend,
Yeah.
or just kind of yell it out. Go by the staircase, light my cigarette, and zip out of there.
Yeah.
If you're gonna bomb in fucking style.
Mm.
I go upstairs, I have a conversation about Jordan Peterson and freedom of speech of a computer scientist, have a couple of beers, wait for everyone to shuffle out after half an hour, and they shun me, which is fine.
Well, you smoked a cigarette inside.
No, I lit a cigarette
Oh, okay.
as a sign of defiance.
Oh, okay. Which could get some people in trouble. Let's not, you know what I mean. I'm sure it was gorgeous, but you know that for someone running an open mic, I don't know how much love they're gonna get from the owners if they have you know, comedians lighting cigarettes walking upstairs. But you know, to each their own.
No, I lit it, I zipped out of there.
Okay.
Imagine that, like
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I know. I hope our audience can too. He lit it and he was fucking out of there. He's just lit it and gone. I dig it. And so.
So,
Okay.
I make the best of my night. Go
Okay.
party afterwards. Because,
Yeah.
You know, I'm still awesome. The day after, I decided to write something on the Bombshell Facebook business page,
Mm-hmm.
and I write a bad review joke or a bad joke review.
Okay. And what was that? What did it say?
I put a picture of Big Red. You know Big Red?
The
No,
gum?
No, the feminist outrage.
Oh
picture,
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And I say, the comedians are coming. They're trying to put us comedians in the oven.
Mm-hmm.
Act, turn, hout. Right?
Yeah.
Put a few stars of David, that kind of stuff. It was
Okay.
pretty funny because I made that into a bit.
Okay.
Which is Schwarzenegger. I have a Schwarzenegger impersonation where Schwarzenegger's like, go now, they are coming, the comedians are coming, I will distract them. Take off my shirt.
There you go.
Come
your
here,
shirt-
over
your shirt-
here.
Your shirt comes off. In
Oh
the
yeah,
show.
shirt comes off. I'm
there you go.
jacked, right? Come here, over here. I'm over here, kill me, here. The imaginary comedians come into the room, and I go, there are no comedians here. There are no comedians in the attic. Go to Goldie's, go. Shh, I think they are gone. But I smell the blood. If they bleed, they're on the period. Oh my god, that's great. Then I do the rest of my fucking bit topless, where I go straight into my dick jokes.
There you go. That's yeah, right. There's not enough topless comedians. All I'm saying, but
They're all, you know.
So hey, here's something that not enough people know. In Vancouver or in BC, I believe it is not illegal to go topless at any time. So if anybody feels like going topless, you know, do it.
Male, female, gender
doesn't
neutral.
matter. Gender neutral doesn't
Oh
matter.
my
I know,
Awesome
right?
God.
Fantastic. I know, right?
Well, what age are we talking about?
Well, I'm sure of age, please. I don't know.
And,
Does it matter?
Or what
Does
if
it-
I'm like 79 and
Oh,
fucking
even
to the
better,
fucking
even
knees?
better, even better. Every time I see someone who's like 105 years old, I go, man, I need to take better care of myself. it's like a prompt to me. I'm just like, oh man, I gotta stop. I gotta maybe hit the mat a little bit more. I don't want to look like a used up Towelex.
Talent.
I don't know. They look like mud people sometimes. You see old people, their skin's falling off. I'm like, dude, come on, man, put down that cigarette.
I hope that law applies to all genders
It's only white
and
people.
species.
No, it's not white. Black people never grow old. If Denzel Washington is like 64 and he looks like he's 40, like Denzel Washington is the. I mean, of course they have like plastic surgery and everything, but black
they
don't
got
crack.
beautiful
Black
skin.
don't crack.
They don't crack.
Black don't crack.
Well, black people do things differently. They use that cocoa butter in the skin. They're
Yeah,
really big into that. It's
moisturize.
no, they're really into cocoa butter.
Oh really?
Oh yeah, like you hang around a lot of black people. They love taking care of their skin. It's a real thing.
Good.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
yeah.
That's.
It's hard for a white person to say, but as an Asian man,
Do Asian people take care of their skin?
oh no,
No.
it's just natural.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. White
I
people.
was
Yeah.
just born like this. I still have fucking zits. I'm turning 30.
Yeah.
That's how awesome.
There you go. And getting puberty. One ball's dropping. Here you go.
So the story goes on.
Okay.
And
So
the
here we
story
go.
is still a long story. So
Yeah.
put that post.
Okay.
The feminists start tracking me down. They track me down to my own Facebook page. And
Okay.
it's great because they're so easy to shoot down.
Yeah.
They're the best people to troll.
Okay.
I'm on the Vancouver comedy forum. I
Mm-hmm.
put that post on, and I post a post of me kind of topless, full of muscles, in a Chinese diner with some guy like, "What's up, Justin Chan, the Asian man, fucking legend."
Yeah.
Just to say, "Hey, I'm here," and not trying to take the glory, but
Okay.
a lot of people thought that I was being an attention whore. I really don't care much about attention. I just care about doing my art.
Well, I mean,
They don't
making being a
Wait.
comedian, being anybody that performs, you're looking for attention. Like that's kind of a null point. That's like, oh man, I can't believe you're looking for attention, so someone will buy or pay for you to create. Like, that's kind of silly, but
Well, Mr. Zach, what if I told you that this here right now is what I'm mostly focused in? Is so that you and I can be in an arena of dialogue
yeah, for sure.
where
Well,
I can listen to you and you can listen to me. That arena of dialogue does not exist in our scene.
no,
And that's something I realized and something I did my very utmost to change.
yeah,
So, all those wonderful shitposts make me the shitpost king of Vancouver. And I get censored. Banned from Sharkies, banned from the forum.
yeah,
And that means that you have no one to contact anymore.
yeah.
They have 600 comedians on that forum, and
Yeah.
no one knows of you anymore. Except that everyone knows of Justin Chan, the Asian man. I mention that in every set I do, and it's like, have you heard of this Asian man, Justin Chan? And just,
It rhymes. It's easy. It rhymes.
it-
Thank
it's-
God. Thank
it's-
God your
it's
name's
a great
Justin.
rhyme. Chris Rock, Chris Titus, Justin Chan, the Asian man.
There you go. Adam Zed.
Adam
the guy.
Sandler.
Adam Zed, the dead.
Zeded.
Z-dead.
Zeded.
So dead. Not yet. But okay, so you do fucking so Goldie's is pissed at you because you're
Yeah.
okay, and so now and where do we go from here?
Go to
Where-
12
where-
Kings.
Okay.
And
there you
Johnny
go.
Paul is a fucking rock star MC.
For sure.
he
I
is
defended
so-
that man.
he
He's
is
a good
so
guy.
good as an MC.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny, I fucking love you. If I were gay, I'd love to, just hook up together and take care of you.
Just fuck him at least once, you know what I mean?
I'll do it. I love you so much.
Yeah.
But that guy, it's like Justin, there's things that you can't see and do. Like I got to stay in his good graces.
Yeah.
And that guy's defended me.
Mm-hmm.
So I love Johnny Paul.
I believe his show, The 12 Kings, will have advertised that a little bit every Sunday night. Starts at 9, right?
10 o'clock,
Oh,
best
sorry,
spot. You have all the pro-ams, the real guys who sharpen their damn sticks. and
Yeah.
come out. Like what comedian comes out 10 o'clock on a Sunday? Guys who are damn serious.
It's true.
So I find that one of the best rooms, that and the Kino. Have you been to the Kino?
Yep.
Steve's
Tino's great from there. Steve's the best.
Oh my goodness. Steve is, I don't know how he does it. He's got magic.
Keeping comedy alive here in Vancouver.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely go to the Kino. Definitely go to 12 Kings. Definitely check out Goldie's. I don't know. It's. I mean, it's definitely a different room. But okay, so you're at 12 Kings. Johnny Paul, the
12
West.
Kings, record my
Okay.
stuff. Some comedians try to take me on. You know, I get called out on stage. Justin Chan, right?
Who calls you out on stage?
Oh,
Wow.
this cuck comedian called Dylan. It's like this giant cuck on steroids.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
He can deliver. That's what
Yeah,
he can
he's
do.
funny.
No, he's got no jokes, but he can deliver. He can project.
Oh, okay.
So he yells
for
a
him.
lot and all that.
Yeah.
And I'm a comics comic. I love the craft. I just talk to them like, hey, you know, I saw your stuff on Goldie once, and the room's too small for you. You know, I can go straight to the craft. I can analyze and
Yeah.
you know, and I talk about things that are constructive. And the guy's like, oh, you're such a fucking prima donna. Da da da. He's taller than me. He thinks he can take me on.
Oh, geez.
I'm like, you can try.
Yeah.
I made friends with these native guys because they love Asian jokes.
Yeah.
And these Asian guys scooted in and was like, what the hell is happening here? So there's two native guys built like fridges and me.
Yeah.
This guy who thinks he can take me out outside. And I'm not trying to incite violence.
Please
I'm
don't.
saying that for guys and guys, we draw lines and we like to push each other every once in a while. Except I'm not afraid of no guy. I'm Justin. I know Kung Fu. I'm from Asia, for fuck's sake.
There you go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they teach you that at a young age.
I know. They smash you with bricks and stuff. Watch a movie. Come on.
There you go. Only kung fu movies though. But okay, so
So that's 12 Kings. I'm still in their good graces.
yeah.
I
That's
come back to
nice.
Sharky's.
Okay.
And Sharky's is on a Wednesday.
Okay.
Still a great room. They got that red backdrop. Great for filming.
There you go. Hey guys, just also to be said that we're not talking any of these rooms. Please go to them. Please keep comedy alive. You know, this gentleman's having a bad.
Not
It doesn't mean we're not knocking into them.
I'm
I
not
should-
the biggest fan of Goldies.
Yeah,
But,
yeah. Well, I mean,
but
you know,
Sharky's for filming yourself and all that. The problem with the rooms, the composition is 95% comedian.
Yeah, that's hard.
And you want to be judged by an audience.
Yeah.
So I'm at Shark. I wake up. I'm ready to do my sets, and I get a text from Rory Dunn, one of the MCs at Sharky's. Dunn says, "We feel that you have no net gain to bring to the comedians. Please don't come." Bans me on Facebook. That thing fucking kicks me right in the nuts. I got
Ouch.
no one. I got no one to talk to about it. And I reached out to a fellow comic who doesn't really know me, and he's kind of a bystander. I reach out to him, and he's like, "You just go, show your colors, and be a good guy." So I go and I apologize to MC. He's like, "You know, it might take me a month, 6 months, a year. I'm here to support comedy, support guys, because most comics are super duper neurotic. They are terrified themselves. They're terrified of." And I'm a golden retriever. I used to be a personal trainer. Today, one of my clients called me up, a guy with MS, told me he did his first powerlifting contest, that he's now the teacher and I'm the student. He pulled
There you go.
He pulled 1,200 pounds.
Jesus.
He had 1,200 total, which is great for a guy who's been doing it for 3 years. Before that, he was fat and he had these flare-ups. He'd be out for weeks.
Oh, geez, eh?
He had no knees.
Oh man, that's a thing, man. If you're carrying a bunch of weight on, if you're above 250 pounds, 300 pounds, like, you really need to just look at yourself. I mean, we all love you here, and so just it's not good for your knees, it's not good for your heart. It's just, there's so many things that'll kill you in this world. Fat should not be one of them. You know what I mean? I don't know. This is from someone who's struggled with that his entire life. Yeah, guys, come on, take care of yourself, and girls, everybody.
Well,
Everybody.
it's simple. As a personal trainer who was a personal trainer, for guys, you just have to find where the ego is, and you just got to pour gasoline all over it, and men light up to that. And I just wanted to do that in comedy, find people with that shattered ego and be like, burn, baby. And that's all men really need, is a little push towards. And that's...
or women. I'm going to say or women.
No, women are different. Women are absolutely different. Women, you teach women exactly, and they learn exactly. They're great students. Men will just throw weights around. They'll use their bodies. They don't learn to form perfectly. Girls,
So we're talking about
Yeah,
only
yeah, yeah.
in weightlifting and physical
I
training.
think also when it comes to tutoring, I've tutored a lot too.
Okay.
Men, you have to illustrate big stories, be on their side, be on the side of their confidence. Girls learn very exactly. I love it. I absolutely love it. So that's who I am, and I'm actually a very encouraging person. So after all that, I go to Sharky's and band, but I go in anyways, watch a show. Everyone does really great, and at the end of the show, when everyone's gone, I'm having a cigarette outside. A short, blonde, fat girl who's probably drunk and high asked me why I'm banned from Sharky's. I explained to her because I had a bit, spoken word, said I was retard. And she took great offense to that. Told me to...
So yeah, walk me through that. That's what I'm kind of interested in. Walk me through that. So this woman, hey, what's going on? Why did you get banned from here?
Mm-hmm.
And then you just go, hey, I used a bit at another place. Was that just as easy as that? And then she flips the shit or
Said
what?
it deadpan as well.
Yeah. Okay.
She says fuck off or move away. You know how a girl tells you to move if she feels unsafe.
Yeah.
But it can also be done as a kind of a power ploy. It's raining cats and dogs. I'm like, no, I'm going to check my phone and figure out my bus route. I'm just about to leave. Another girl comes out by the name of Laura Debra, manager of Yuk Yuks.
So this was at Sharky's or this was at
This
Yuk
is at
Yuks?
Sharky's.
Oh, okay.
So Laura comes out and is like, oh, what's happening here? It's like, oh, nothing. And I don't know. Maybe they talked. When things happen like this, your memory kind of lapses. She says, well, you're harassing my staff. I am the manager of Yuk Yuks. You're not welcome at Yuk Yuks.
Wait, you're harassing my staff. Oh, so she was...
apparently the blonde girl works at Yuk Yuks.
Oh, okay.
With Laura Debra.
Okay.
I'm like, I've been banned from like 3 places already, so I'm like, whatever.
Okay, so you got banned from being at Sharky's. You got banned from Yuk Yuks
that night just for being outside and having a cigarette and trying to say, hey.
Okay, so you never went into the Yuk Yuks.
The next day,
yeah,
I go to Yuk Yuks.
Yeah, after being told you were banned.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
But this time I'm dressed with my amazing red pants.
No, these are fucking. You're gonna sell these at the end of your career. You're gonna pay for your retirement. But yeah, go.
And put my name down as Justin Chan. I leave out the Asian man just so I don't get caught or anything.
Yeah.
Deborah catches me. Is like, "Are you Justin Chan?" She doesn't recognize me because I was dressed like a dirty chink at I'm allowed to say that.
Again, he's allowed to say that. I'm not allowed to say that. Okay.
At Sharky's, kind of dressed down to basically show my kind of humbleness.
Okay.
And like, no, I'm Wong Ho. Another Asian dick joke.
Yeah.
I got a great bit of that.
Yeah. Wong Ho over here.
I can't fucking hide because I'm wearing red pants.
Yeah.
It's just, you're Justin Chan. I'm the manager. You harassed my staff last night. You're banned from Yuk Yuks.
Why? But I'm just trying to understand, where did the harassment come from? Like,
well,
where is that?
I wasn't harassing anybody. Obviously, she misunderstood. And I'm like, do you want to go somewhere private to talk? Let's have a dialogue.
Yeah.
Nope. I'll give her one more chance. I want to go somewhere. Come on. We're in the middle and you're roasting me like a witch in front of everybody. And I pride free speech. A lot of my culture comes from watching movies. People versus Larry Flint, The Crucible. Okay.
Yeah. You're watching these movies.
No, I've watched these
You've
movies.
seen these
very important movies to me.
Yeah.
And
Woody Harrelson.
Woody
Fucking
Harrelson.
Jesus.
Oh yeah. And
I watched The Crucible though. I haven't seen that in a while.
Oh man.
Is it
Daniel
good?
Day fucking Lewis.
Oh yeah, right. He's
Leave
retired
me
now.
my name. I am not worth the dust on those feet of those who hang, but leave me my name. How am I supposed to grow old and teach my sons to be men? Because it is my name, it is mine. Tears out the contract.
There you go.
And hangs for it.
I'm gonna watch that tonight.
Okay,
so
I'm
you
there.
were accused of harassing
Yeah.
her waitress at a different location. You were told you were banned from Yuk Yuks, did not listen, still went.
In the lounge,
In
right
the lounge,
now.
yeah. Okay.
And all the comics are there.
Yeah.
And I decide to hold my damn ground. Get my phone out. I record 8 minutes. My phone runs out of footage.
Yeah.
And like being on stage, it all rushes in the blink of an eye.
Yeah.
I try to recite the $10 bill, where all men. Oh, our new $10 bill by Viola Desmond.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess
There's a
she
quote-
looks pretty sick on that though. I wish they would have found a happier photo.
She
I mean,
looks
everybody
like
looks, I
Rosa
guess,
Parksy
kind of
to
pissed
me.
off. What?
She looks a little Rosa Parksy to me.
Yeah, she's not. I wish they would have like she's pretty important, but like I looked up her like
bio.
background.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I there's got to be Viola Davis. There you go.
But back to the story while you do that.
Oh, that's an American actress. Viola Davis is an American actress.
So I recite as best I can the bill.
Yeah.
Where in Canada, every person has the right to live without discrimination, and we have an equality of opportunity. This is discrimination.
Oh, Viola Desmond. It's
Yeah.
Viola Desmond, everybody, not Viola Davis. But yeah, keep going. Yep.
And this is discrimination. I hold my ground. I call her a cunt because
Ooh.
she's Australian.
Yeah, no, you
Yeah,
can't do that.
and,
You can't do that.
and she's not a
you
good
can't
cunt.
do
She's a
that.
bad cunt. And I asked if she's a legend. She says she's not a legend. And basically, everyone gets pretty damn nervous. Now, the people in the video, which I'll have, I guess, posted on my YouTube because it keeps on getting pulled down. Another story.
Yeah, she's like the Canadian Rosa Parks.
Some people try to really do the right thing. Andrew Packer, MC at Jokes and Tokes.
Yeah.
On the Sundays, you know, he was kind of upset, but he kind of respected my boundaries too. Same thing with the Mouncer there. Good comedian. He got some great Asian jokes. They treated me with a lot of respect. Didn't touch my body, you know.
Yeah.
And I feel sorry for them because they're put at the brink. They can't make a decision. For Packer, his problem was that I was basically doing this fucking thing before people were going on doing their set. I understand how disrespectful that is.
Yeah.
But for me, I have to stand my ground. So 8 minutes.
But
after,
again, you're on a private. I mean, you're on a private establishment. They're allowed to withdraw service. I mean, that's you know what I mean. I mean, I'm not but like I mean, I don't. This is from just playing devil's advocate.
Yeah.
They have the ability to ask you to leave if they don't want you there.
I understand.
I find it weird that you'd be able to get banned at a different location for I find that very strange how you'd be able to get banned from Yuk Yuks at another club. It's kind of weird for me, but yeah, continue. Sorry.
So after all that, I leave. I go across the street for some bubble tea. They're not serving it. The police come. Yuk Yuks. I'm like, oof. Thank God I'm across the street. I go back and do some more writing. And I'm very calm because I also know that I did the right thing in my mind. I also know how other people see things. And I also know how people see me. I come off as someone who's got too much macho, too much masculinity.
Well, I mean, when your character is that, anthesized, I mean, that's, I think maybe, as someone who's had, the same problems, maybe you can, maybe there'd be a better way to kind of reach that bridge, Justin, because we all want you to succeed. You seem like you're ripped and raring to go. I think maybe maybe there's just a way that maybe send an email to the manager. I don't know. I'm trying to think here.
No responses.
Yeah.
0.
Okay.
So that was Jan 5th, I believe.
Okay.
The story doesn't end there.
Okay.
I'm still obsessed with comedy. I'm still trying to flesh out my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Last Monday, I was at the Fairview. It's an open mic for musicians.
Okay.
I got to do like 22 minutes.
Jesus.
Oh my God, what a treat.
Yeah.
No laughs because everyone's like from the Legion, Everyone's like 80 years old.
Yeah, no one gives a fuck. Yeah.
And you just do the whole thing. Every bit I had. Topless Schwarzenegger, angry millennial joke. That's a fucking shocker.
Yeah.
Every card in the trick. And what worked best was religious jokes. I have a bit where I absolve white people for their sins.
Well, thank God. Thank God somebody's got to do it for us.
You see that bit?
I did see that bit. It was funny. But yeah, I know. Thank God someone's absolving us white people of fucking our inherent vice. Our inherent sin, I guess.
Someone's got to do it.
Well, and it took the Asians to figure it out for us. Thank God.
The Asian.
The Asian. Sorry.
I go to Sharky's last night.
Yeah.
And I get jumped by Dunn and by Jake.
Yeah.
Rory, Dunn, and Jake.
Okay.
And they both say that we feel endangered by you. I'm like, what did I do to make you guys feel endangered? They have nothing to say. Again, I'm around all my peers. I actually know some of these comics. I actually like some of these guys.
Yeah.
They know my character. They know that beyond the maniac, I talk like this, and I'm very supportive. So I'm there. I'm like, Jake, what did I do? Well, Justin, you had a joke. You said a joke to me when you were leaving the other week. How you took me off your Arya Stark hit list. Like, what? I don't even remember that joke. Oh, I remember that joke.
Mm-hmm.
I took you off my what? Say that again. He mumbled it. Say it out loud. So I told him to say that joke out loud to everyone there. Justin, you had a joke. It wasn't a joke because I was leaving. I said, I don't hate you anymore.
Yeah.
I never did.
Okay.
Right? That you took me off your Arya Stark list. Game of Thrones, the little girl's repeating the list of people she wants killed.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I didn't get that. The Arya Stark. Yeah, okay,
I'm like,
I get you. Okay.
He says my joke verbatim. It's like, where's Westeros? It's an imaginary land.
Mm.
And then Dunn comes to me.
Okay.
Dunn's like, well, you're a terrible fucking comic. You're not funny. I'm like, oh, you've never seen my comedy. No answers there. I've never seen him perform anywhere.
Yeah.
Except for at Sharky's once. He did his MC for one bit and then he left. Not a good MC. He's also very neurotic. He can't do a joke. He's too nervous. Like I think that's part of his bit, though, man. No, he's like a nervous little fucking hamster hobbit. I'm just being honest.
Yeah, no, I mean that's how you feel, and that's definitely.
I watch this stuff.
Yeah.
I can fucking criticize it like an English teacher.
Fair enough.
And see, he's never seen my stuff. Justin, I heard that you used the N-word on stage. Wrong. It's called the niggardly Asian. Niggardly means to be cheap and frugal, like a chink or a Jew.
See that's where I think those stereotypes kind of died with my grandfather.
It's got nothing to do with black people. It's a word, People have...
I think the word in general is just no-go zone.
Niggardly.
Yeah.
Niggardly.
Yeah.
My favorite. It's in George R.R. Martin's new book, Fire and Blood. He uses it like 15, 20 odd times. I'm like, I need this word. I need to use it.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay.
Look it up. People have been fired for using this word.
Yeah, the guy from Netflix got fired
for using it accurately.
Yeah, well, he said he was repeating something somebody else said or something. I don't know. I wasn't there, but he was supposed to be repeating another comedian or one of the performers had said, and he got fired immediately for that, which is crazy, but whatever.
People in academia, people who are strict in just academic work have been fired for using that word appropriately. Mm-hmm. Because they think, there's a racial context. No, it means to be frugal. Mm-hmm. Okay, so banned from Sharky's, pretty funny. Yeah. And I heard down the grapevine that when I left, everyone started having power jokes about being afraid, jokes about being censored. So I know I'm having some kind of a splash. Mm-hmm. Most recently, I wrote an article and I submitted the video. This whole story on Facebook got taken down because of hate speech and bullying things. And like, what? That's not right. I'm not bullying anybody. I'm saying things exactly the way I see it. And I disputed with Facebook and they removed their claim. So I resubmitted everything. And then they banned me again. It's like, you can't ban me from the same thing that you said there was no problem for.
Yeah, right, okay.
So Facebook, we're trying to argue with a machine. And that's where I am now. So, kind of hindsight with everything. I think I've done a good splash. I'm sick and tired of the censorship that we have, where people cannot express themselves. If you're not funny, you're not funny, but try to learn to deliver.
Yeah, okay.
That's the craft. We're here to learn the craft. So I opened my own Vancouver comedy forum. It's called the Vancouver Comedy Shitpost / safe spaces.
There you go. Everybody join or don't. Whatever.
Or don't.
Yeah.
The goal of it is to do the opposite of what the forum's done, because you are someone who's been rejected from that forum. Many people have been rejected from that forum. I want to basically restart.
But I mean, okay, like I agree.
If environment won't take me, I'll make my own environment.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm Chinese. I'm industrious. I'll start my own goddamn noodle shop if that was what it takes. There you go. I'll buy some property.
I understand that. I think some people have definitely some people have definitely gotten kicked off for a reason. But I mean, I got kicked off. I got kicked off because I went on the because there was kind of a situation that happened between two comedians and and she was posting like she was she was posting like she was like it should have been gone to the police. Like if and I a bunch of comedians.
You have to tell me the story.
Okay,
Because I found you on Facebook.
So yeah, I mean, I guess I'm the second most hated person in this.
I look at the forum. There's like 3 guys who've been thrown out.
Oh really?
Yeah, one guy's in LA right now. He does jiu-jitsu. We don't know him. I reached out to you because I saw, oh shit, you got thrown out too.
How do you know I got thrown out?
I just looked on Facebook.
It says.
Just search Vancouver Comedy Forum.
Yeah.
And you look at people's posts, and it's like, fuck you, I got banned. Fuck you, I got banned. So it linked me to you, and I'm like,
oh,
well, you're a podcaster. I look at your last podcast, and
yeah,
it's beautiful.
Who is that with? Who is that with?
You guys were talking about Jordan Peterson.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we went deep into that. We're big. I'm a big Jordan Peterson fan.
Me too. Jordan Peterson is actually one of the big reasons why I'm here in Vancouver. I left Hong Kong to grow the fuck up.
Make your beds, motherfuckers.
So what, son?
So okay, So what happened is one of the comedians was dating a girl that was much younger than her, much younger than him, and they had broken up. But I guess she was drunk, and she invited him over to his. She invited her. They met up, and then she woke up and didn't remember. And I guess they had sex, and she didn't remember them having sex. And so she posts that on the forum, accusing him obviously of, I don't know, like raping her.
Wrong
or
place.
Yeah.
It's a comedy forum.
Exactly.
Get that fucking straight.
Exactly. And so I simply posted like, hey man, like I'm super sorry, that sucks, but you know, you guys were together at one point, like you guys have had sex numerous times beforehand. Why is this time one worth posting about on the online forum in which everybody in Vancouver who's a comedian or checking it is able to read?
Well, not us.
Yeah, not me anymore.
Not us,
Why not leave the comedy forum open to talking about, you know, funny things or posting funny things or posting show information or whatnot? Why not leave it to that? And I was just ripped apart. This was after a whole system was being set up by some comedians in which papers were being handed out.
Papers?
Yeah.
Like flyers?
No, like worksheets that had a bunch of that had a triangle on it. The top of the triangle being jokes that you can never say. The bottom of the triangle being jokes that are, you know, okay. And if you were, I guess if you made people feel uncomfortable with your humor, or if you were too much of something or something else, someone would fill out one of these sheets, hand them into the 3 comedians who had decided to start their own kind of group, and from that they would be kind of on their radar, let's say. So if one of the comedians was running a show, they'd have written proof that this person should no longer be able to perform at this location because of this, that, and the other thing.
I wish someone wrote a sheet for me. I didn't get no sheets.
So I simply said that this was kind of ridiculous, that this is a free thing that we do, and it's a hobby, and you know, there's always fights between people, but creating some sort of dictionary of people to kind of and these people have done tons of things, such as calling comedy producers out of this province and talking bad about comedians here in Vancouver and not allowing them to have out of town gigs by kind of ruining their reputation before they even got there. So I was kind of frustrated by this, and I kind of made my you know, opinion pretty obvious on the forum, and that's just what got me kicked out. They just kept making the administrators more. They kept changing administrators till the most sensitive got in control, and these guys, you know, using their signals of virtue to everyone, you know, just got rid of me.
Did you get to talk to any of them? Because they have not talked to me personally. They have not reached out to me personally. They was like, Justin, we have rules here.
I mean, the rule, to a certain extent, the rules are pretty obvious.
No strikes, right? And you were trying to be just heart to heart with this girl, right?
Well, she had posted it on the I didn't talk to her personally because that's not my business, but she had posted it on the forum, and I commented on it. I mentioned, hey guys, like maybe we should, kind of focus on what we need to focus on, and if there's a problem that needs to be brought up to the police or others, make that happen. But
that's very
please don't fill up the comedy forum with comedians are vengeful people. Let's not mix words. We a lot of comedians hold on to grudges that are years long, and it happens, comedians that I liked, I don't like. Comedians that I didn't like, I do like. Like, it's different. We're all people, we change.
I respect that.
So putting gripes up like that is just not gonna be very very good to creating a healthy, environment to express your ideas through what you may think is comedy. and that got me banned. So I never looked back though. You know what I mean? They banned friends of mine that were so little, like not even, I don't know, not even worth banning, I guess. But they got banned because I guess they didn't like them. It feels a lot like some of the younger comedians maybe just want to kind of throw their weight around and show how powerful they are. The funny thing is that when I got here 7 years ago, I was one of the people that set up the Vancouver Comedy Forum. We didn't have a Facebook group, or it didn't. So I'm the one that actually I don't know if I set up the Vancouver Comedy Forum, but I know I set up Vancouver Comedy Community. I'm the one that set that up, and I invited everybody, and then they kind of started their own and didn't invite me, and that's fine, man. If they were all, if they were making enough money to ride on their coattails, that may be something, but none of them are. So
they're not really making money because they're not fucking professionals. They think in their small town minds. They think Vancouver comedy, Winnipeg comedy, the world's a very big place, and I'm a cosmopolitan person. A lot of these people come with small-minded mentality, and I guess you gotta expand your damn horizons and know your fucking history. You gotta know who has fucking died and bled for comedy. The Pryors, the Carlins, the world, the fucking Bill Hicks of the world. Bill Hicks has saved lives through comedy. You believe it or not, he saved my roommate's life. Got him to quit drinking.
Nice.
And
just do shrooms, I guess.
Just do fucking epic doses of shrooms.
Yeah.
And the comedy for me is not about entertainment. It's about that satire and reflection. And if we're not allowed to do that, comics are the first people to get rounded up and thrown into whatever camp, whatever prison. You hear about the guy that got fined $50,000 in Montreal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because he did a joke about this kid who's terminally ill. He became a YouTube celebrity like Justin Bieber on the guitar. His joke is, why isn't this kid dead yet? He's famous, he's making money. Isn't he supposed to be dead by now?
Yeah, it was, because he helped, he was one of the people that helped the kid meet the Pope. I guess his dream was to meet the Pope, and he ended up doing that, and he didn't end up dying. And so the comedian was just referencing how it was kind of like bullshit, how like he got to do live all his dreams, and he still wasn't dead.
$50,000 by some human rights tribunal. And that's the thing about political correctness. Fuck political correctness. Fuck social correctness. I believe in correctness on logic and rational thinking.
Yeah.
And you take the emotion out of it. And if you're not able to think without that point of view, you're a dum-dum. And you shouldn't be doing comedy.
Yeah, I mean,
you don't belong there.
Yeah,
you belong in the dum-dum school with all the other kindergarten kids. As a fellow dum-dum.
Yeah,
I set the bar pretty low.
I don't understand.
And you guys are missing the fucking bar. The bar is pretty low for me. And all of you are missing it. They're too dumb. Go do poetry. Go to Goldie's, do poetry.
I don't know. Just as someone who kind of been out of the scene for a little while now, I find it way too uncomfortable to go to shows. It just feels like you can't work on anything. It just feels like everybody, you're waiting for these guys that have been, performing in Vancouver for the last 10 years to go in front of you so they can do, 2 minutes of stuff they've already done before.
Oh yeah.
And you're sitting there and you're waiting and you're trying to get your turn, and I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like it's not very. Definitely for working on new material, I find it a lot harder in this city. Maybe it's just me, but I find definitely recently, it's just difficult to work on stuff. If you have anything that's a little avant-garde, a little risque,
Everything I do is
you're not gonna get any sort. I wasn't getting any sort of
support.
Yeah, it seemed like everybody was acting like I had a fucking dick coming into my forehead, and wasn't laughing, and that's the sad part.
Everyone's got a vagina coming out of theirs, and they don't want to get fucked.
Okay, so let's. So where's the future?
Another shout out for the future. February 1st, we got the comedy shocker. Mark Hughes, the OG gangster of fucking Vancouver, the one and only shocker. He's coming back. He's gonna stir some shit up.
Fuck yeah!
I think it's being emceed by Lord Byron.
Nice, hilarious.
A great fucking guy.
Really nice guy, actually. Yeah. Wish him all the luck in the world.
He's the best. And if you want to come down and show, let's go down.
Yeah, for sure. I'd love to have you. When is it?
Feb 1st, man.
Okay, yeah.
Feb 1st, day after my birthday.
Sweet.
And I am excited for that because that's when shit and fans just congregate.
Yeah. It's funny too because the only like we everybody talks about all these safe rooms all over Vancouver, and you know what I mean, like all these rooms in which some topics aren't able to be touched, and then you look at shows like the Comedy Shocker, and all those subjects that aren't being touched are one of the few shows that people are still coming and paying for. So I mean, I don't do the math on that. Get woke, go broke. So
well, that's my belief that we have to start our own community and have our own community standards and take the political out of correctness, you know, and we have to stand up for that. We have to fight for that, and we have to protect that. It's not anti-feminist. It's not anti-conservative. It's pro-comedy. No? And you're going to get heckled and roasted.
Yeah.
And we're here to learn our fucking cards right. So we got the Jack of Hearts and the Ace of Spades to pull out when that happens. We're comics. And, we fucking die, and we will live for our art. Are we closing up now?
Yeah, I think we're going to close it up
I
now.
got one last thing to share.
Okay, one last thing.
As a poet, I wrote something very beautiful.
There we go. It's not in Chinese though, is it? Because I don't have that many.
In Chinese if you want.
I mean, you could try it. I don't know how many Chinese listeners we have. I'd love to have more, but
Well, you have one Chinese listener.
There you go.
A true artist is prepared to live and die for his art. He desires to paint with forbidden colors. He desires to show his nakedness to the world. His yearning for reflection is a cry to action. Although he rather lived, he's prepared to die for art. The life of his song is a song before the finale. That's something I wrote down. The white prayer I actually pray every day too, but that's something I keep. It's my principle. There's a principle to my actions. The principle to my comedy is so that I can resolve things inside as well. Like every comic, we're all fucking twisted. And we don't want to stay twisted. We want to turn into some fucking freak mutant, able to excel and live and sing and dance through the world. Because we've lived life just stumbling. And that's my life. And I know that's the life of many other people. And when a young man gets shut down once, his esteem gets shattered. One place. I've been rejected from 5 places. I've learned how to be anti-fragile. That whatever you throw at me, I'll come back with a knife. Come at me with a knife, I'll come back with a gun. Come back at me with a flock of feminists, I'll come back with a predator missile. It'll take us all down. Alec Barr, God is great. The thing is that I'm ready to die on this hill. And I'm ready to die on many hills, but this is the first hill I'm ready to die on. Because it's correct. It's correct that we need this to communicate. And when we don't communicate, we get sick. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually sick. And that's what this PC culture is causing. Sickness. You want to wonder why people run through like Sandy Hook with a machine gun. Or blow up gay clubs, These guys can't communicate to themselves or to anybody else. And that loneliness and desperation and rage just ripples through a man. That's something that men get, women will never get. The last female mass shooter got basically taken off YouTube. So she went to YouTube office, tried to shoot people. She missed. She shot one guy in the foot.
Ouch.
and she tried to shoot herself, and she failed.
Oh, Jesus.
Compare that to a male mass murderer. You know, we outproportion women, like 1 to 30. 1 to 50,
men
right?
go crazy a lot easier than women do.
Why is that happening? And it's not because of gun control and bullet control. It's because guys need women to set fucking standards. And the standards you're fucking putting up now are wrong. The standards should be for communication, for expression. Let's go bow hunting and, I don't know, build a house.
There you go.
Jeez. We're men. Men are what we are.
And I love being a man.
I love my boys.
All right, on that, please check out all those rooms that we mentioned. Please support local comedy. Please support local artists. Even if you don't understand it, man, just go with it. They won't be around forever.
Oh, we are gonna be around.
I mean, you know what I mean. But
We never forgive. We never forget. There's over 9,000 of us in Canada.
There you
and
go.
we're all children.
All right. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. This has been another episode of My Dumb Podcast with me, Adam Zed. My guest has been Justin Chan, the Asian man.
Pleasure,
Pleasure, my
and
friend.
Hopefully, we can do this again as many times as we need.
We will
to.
definitely do this again.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Remember, as always, check out adamshow.com for more episodes of My Dumb Podcast. And remember, please be good to yourselves and each other.
Stay classy.